Hello folks, this is Audiotron 1003 and this time I want to show you a few modifications I've made to an old Technic Lego set I used to have. This one being 8052, the original container truck. This is pretty much what it looked like according to the box. I'll just show you a few things to give you an idea. Okay. And this is what I've done. First of all, if I show you the container, or the skip as we call them in England, I decided to make it a bit taller because I found most of these style containers or skips were rather taller than the design they chose for the model. So this is pretty much it. All I've simply done is I've added extra beams in blue just to sort of complement the colour scheme. Changed a couple of panels at the bottom, and the other thing I've done to stop this from swinging, I've added a couple of these half pins just to lock it so it doesn't swing inwards. But apart from that, I've done nothing else. Okay, so put that to one side. On the actual truck, I've decided to make this a bit smaller so that it looks a little more like the real thing. On the box, that's what it looks like. It tends to stick out more. I just wanted mine to look a little more like the real thing, so I just used a few half 2M beams and some of these red connectors, or these little 2M axles I suppose you could call them. Most of the changes are in the cab. I've filled in all the gaps basically just to make it more solid. I've added extra height to the orange hazard lights to make them stand out more. I've also added a couple of these top lights by using some of these connectors fed along an axle. Okay, a few modifications there. Basically this can just sort of tilt slightly. I've also, if I tip this down, I've added a back to the cab, just using basically small and medium beams, 2s, 3s, 7s and 5s, just to sort of enclose it. And if I can get the light on this, trouble is with being a dark colour, it's a bit difficult. I've also added more of a floor just to enhance it. I've taken out that central beam that ran along there because it looked rather unrealistic, and I've just simply replaced it with basically a 2M and a 3M beam as such, and just connected it that way, mainly for aesthetics. There was no other reason for it. The door is as it should be. So if I open that, so I close that. If I move it to the front, this I've solidified, so I've closed the gaps. Basically I didn't like looking through the grills into the empty cab, so I decided to sort of fill those in with half black and grey 5M beams. Nothing really much apart from the fact I decided to directly fit this there in a specific position, just to sort of make it feel a little more solid. I can just open this up and let you have another look inside from this side. I did a couple of colour changes. I found some blue friction pins with bush stops, so I decided to buy them, and I simply blended them in on the side of the seat. So for example, where am I? There we go. It just sort of adds to it really, and it means that the door can still close and not press in. Well, basically apart from that, everything else as is. I've done nothing else. I've not cut anything or done anything wrong in that respect. Well, if I just zoom back, you can have a look. So thanks for watching. Bye.